Okay, I got interrupted, so I gotta go do this again. I would have done it all, been all done with this, if it hadn't been for my stupid fucking iPad. Like, no matter, disregard the, oh, I got interrupted. I probably would have been at least almost done. And I would have been like, okay, that's it, bye. And gone to answer who was calling me. But with iPad, I'm so sick of this iPad, honestly. So to reiterate, I said this a while back, but I said it kind of confused. It was kind of confused the way I said it. Confused and confusing, both. Just both. A little bit of both. So I delete all the videos on my iPad that are just me doing this. So if it gets deleted off of YouTube, if YouTube copyright strikes it, it's gone. And hopefully I'll know what the video is so I can just redo it. And then act like it didn't, you know. So Fantastic Four, this one, even though I'm not caught up on this series, is 35 or 25? I was gonna say it had been 35. Because there's no way. They only had 25 issues. Even 35 doesn't seem like a lot. Because it wasn't that long ago that Fantastic Four came back. But that was terrible. Like, why did they ever think of getting rid of... I mean, I know because of the stupid creative team behind Marvel Comics. It was terrible. I didn't know the first thing. Ike Perlmutter, which Ike Perlmutter is the best name to call him. But he was like, no Fantastic Four, no X-Men, those movies aren't doing good at the box office. That means the comics are bad. Not that the movies were were bad. But the X-Men ones are good. I even liked X-Men Apocalypse. I didn't care for Dark Phoenix, but Fantastic Four, like the most recent one, was terrible. But this one I'm looking forward to reading. This is their 60th anniversary. So that's gonna be 100 pages for $10, which is a fair price. 100 pages, $10, you got it. 23 pages for $4, go fuck yourself. Like, honestly, Marvel and DC and Image and everyone. It's not just them, which is kind of funny to think about it. John Ridley is writing Black Panther now. Might get it, I don't know. He seems to write, I actually read his Wolverine one, and he seems to love narration boxes. He writes screenplays for comic books. Not comic books for comic books. So it looks stupid. Sinister War and that amazing Sinister War series I won't be reading because I'm not caught up on Amazing Spider-Man. Even though I got Amazing Spider-Man 65 for my birthday. Oh, speaking of which, that Green Lantern one I got, not only is it Infinite Frontier, which means I have to technically read the Infinite Frontier book beforehand, but Issue 3's out. I didn't get Issue 3. King the Conqueror, #1. X-Men: The Trials of Magneto. I've heard that the X-Men Trials of Magneto was like a revamp of what we've already done. I might get that King the Conqueror book. I don't know. But yeah, that Green Lantern one. The Infinite Frontier. I think it's like that DC Rebirth big book, where you don't technically have to read it to know what's going. If I read Batman Rebirth, I did. I didn't need to read Rebirth beforehand. I hope that's the same with Infinite Frontier. One thing about being hot is that you're really thirsty. Gatorade is like amazing for a hot day. I can't see from here. We got Warhammer. Pass. Deadpool, Black, White, and Blood. Do not pass on that one. That one actually looks good. I do like the Black, White, and Blood because anyone can pick that up as their first Deadpool one and not be confused. Sorry, I'm not trying the whole book. Doesn't really matter. Oh yeah, it's an Annihilation event. Cable Reloaded, Winter Guard. Is it probably the same? Because it looks the same, like the same like coloring and everything. And usually they have Annihilation event for Sinister War. They have both Sinister Wars on the same page. I think for Cable they should have just done a wraparound cover. I mean, like the entire thing was just that Cable #1 or whatever, or Cable Reloaded #1 rather. Winter Guard is a Black Widow book coming a month after the Black Widow movie comes out. Nice job, Marvel. And are you guys trying to say something? Like it's gonna be delayed? Again, I hope not. Defenders, which would be really stupid because movie theaters are as good as they're gonna get right now with being out of COVID and everything and out of lockdown. And also, Disney is gonna put their movie on Premier Access bullshit on Disney Plus. $30 plus your Disney Plus subscription, and if you delete your Disney Plus subscription, you can't watch that Premier Access movie you paid $30 for. $30. It used to be $20. $20 makes sense rather. Two people watch a movie, so usually two, not more than two. And I would say like the average is two people to watch a movie, like a mother and son, or friends, or two siblings, or two cousins, or whatever. Defenders, or sorry, Darkhawk. I keep reading that as Defenders. I don't know if I'll get either book. Maybe Defenders, I don't know. Darkhawk, I know nothing of, so probably not. Avengers, Tech On. Don't know what that's all about. Extreme Carnage Events. But unlike Absolute Carnage, I can't just start in that one as my first Carnage. Well, not as my first Carnage book. As my first modern Carnage book, I guess you could say. But yeah. Even though it wasn't my first. But I don't know why I say it like that. But I hadn't gotten caught up on Venom, so I wasn't too terribly confused. And there was a couple things I was confused with. Amazing Fantasy. This I've heard is going to be Heroes Reborn done right. From what people have seen so far of it. Again, from those I trust. Not Jim Mint and Near Mint who like everything. And like cheap graphic novels way too fucking much. I still like their channel though. They still like put a lot of effort into their channel. It's just their opinions kind of sucked, in my opinion. Spirits of Vengeance, Spirit Rider #1. Like whenever like this comes out, like they probably liked this. That's the kind of YouTuber they are. If you're asking like, oh, what do they like that's so much different than what you like? They probably like this. Just keep that in mind. Look that up if you haven't yet. It's worth a laugh. You should see the artwork on one of them. That's just, I don't know what the hell this is. Oh, the Asian American thing. This is Marvel's way of saying, let's pretend we care. Because remember, they're owned by Disney. That's what I mean. And maybe the Marvel higher-ups themselves do. Like, Ike Perlmutter. I think it was this cut that was talking about the, X-Men Fantastic Four thing. And yeah, it was. Miles Morales, Spider-Man Annual #1, Guardians of the Annual #1, Guardians of the Galaxy Annual #1. This pisses me off. They recently came out with the second volume of Al Ewing's run, which comes after Donny Cates' run. Had they had Volume 1 there, I'd be all caught up on Guardians of the Galaxy, technically. But I wouldn't late because I got to technically start from 2008 series. But I mean, like, for where it would most likely count, I would say. Avengers Annual #1. What's weird is that that's not written by not Johnny Cates. Not written by Jesus Christ. What's his name? Jason Aaron. I wanted to say Geoffrey Thorne. I'm still kind of on Green Lantern apparently. Even though it's his series currently. Unless they're doing a revamp already, but I don't think they are because an annual wouldn't come out that quickly. That's like saying for Black Panther #1, annual next month or in 2 months, or whatever. Moon Knight issue 2. Not a huge Moon Knight fan. I just read the Warren Ellis 1 run from way back when. I didn't like the ones from way back when. For Moon Knight. I did like the Warren Ellis one. I'm just gonna speed round through these X-Men ones because they don't interest me in the slightest. Here, I'll tell you what they are though. Way of X, Children of the Atom. What was one beforehand? X-Men #2. They're going back. They're already going back to #1 again. Way of X, Children of the Atom. Again, you have to read every single X-Men book to know what's going on. You can't just read this one or this one or this one by itself. No, all of them. Actually, X-Men Legends, I think X-Men Legends is the only one that you can read by itself, and you don't have to read any of these. That's why I'm not currently reading X-Men. I do not need a big hole in my wallet. I have a big enough hole in my wallet already. X-Force, Marauders, Wolverine. Again, gotta read all those. This looks interesting. That is such a damn good Spider-Man series, a life story. I almost got Fantastic Four life story because of that. Web of Spider-Man #3, and this is gonna be like an annual, so it's probably the modern stuff, but I mean, I don't know. I don't want to give too much away, so I'm gonna keep going. I'm just gonna go before I say anything. I don't mean to say. New symbiote Spider-Man miniseries. I just have it ongoing. Spider-Woman, Spider-Man, Spider-Shadow, 555. So it changed from a 4-issue miniseries to a 5-issue miniseries. That's going to end in August, so I'll be done with that in August. Black Cat number 9. Oh yeah, that Spider-Woman one is actually one that Gem Mint and Near Mint likes, everyone else hates. Now this is awesome. So look at the screen, once I get it on there. Right now, 126 pages, or 28, it's actually not in focus, for $8. That's awesome. That is how you do it. 5 issues. 5 issues. There was one I just saw today that was $16 for 5 issues. But you also get his first appearance in Ultimate Fallout. 6 issues, 128 pages, $7. Or $8 rather. I don't know why they don't just do it. So that's proof that you can do a 5-issue miniseries collected in trade form for $8. That's proof, Marvel. I'm fucking calling you out. Actually, 6 issues, technically. Miles Morales, Spider-Man number 29. Now you guys know why I like getting a $10 trade from Image, Volume 1, for Volume 1, you know, 6 issues or more. Sometimes it's 8. One time it was 8. That's why I hate it when they have a Volume 1 trade from Image that's $20 and 6 issues. That's bullshit. And it's the same amount of pages. There's a, The Few is a lot of pages per issue. I think it's like 48. That makes sense that the trade is going to be $20. That's the only exception I can think of. And of course, if it has more to it than just that. Silk, Alien, both series I'm not on right now. I'm not on myself like that. Alien because I don't like getting books that are based off of movies, or the movie came out first and the book. The only exceptions are Conan and Thor. Okay, Trials of Ultraman, The Marvels. The Marvels I really should have picked up today, because I kind of want to get caught up on that book. Gamma Flight and Immortal Hulk. Another book I want to get caught up on is Immortal Hulk. And technically, I only need to read Volume 3, which I have at the library, and then I'll be caught up, quote unquote, because it gets bad after a while. But I wonder if it got back. I wonder if it got back on its feet. Because I heard that it just became like an after school special Hulk book. But I wonder if it's gone back to its roots of being a horror book. Iron Man with Hulk, obviously. Iron Man 11 and Avengers 47. Both series I dropped. Technically for Avengers. United States of Captain America, I kind of want to get just to see how bad it is. Turns out it's actually really good. America Chavez, I've actually heard, is pretty good. Like they're finally doing the character right, but they still say not to read it. It's a waste of money. Life Story. I've heard that Fantastic Four Life Story is terrible. Not terrible. It's just okay. And they say just to read the original comics instead, because it goes through their heyday, like 60s to present day. Captain Marvel 31, Black Widow number 10. I have no idea why they have no Black Widow trades. Maybe one at Newbury Comics. Guardians of the Galaxy 17, Thor 16. Because I also been caught up with Guardians too. Space Adventures, Savage Avengers, The Mighty Valkyries, Daredevil and Savage Avengers. I want to get caught up on, but Daredevil is gonna take so much longer than for Savage Avengers, because you kind of have to go back in the day for Daredevil. I heard from the same person from Near Mint, not from Gem Mint, Near Mint, twice, and he said the same. He said the different things the second time. First time he said you'll be asking yourself a lot of questions, and second time he said, oh yeah, my wife read it and she wasn't confused. And it was like, you basically just contradicted yourself. Strange Academy, Runaways. Strange Academy, for whatever reason, their first trade is a digest form. Not like it came out again, like Runaways, I think pretty soon it's going to have a digest form. Not really digest, it's smaller than it, much smaller than a trade. But still kind of expensive. $13 for what you normally get for $35, so it's also more affordable, and you still get the same issues, just smaller than your average comic book trade. Runaways I want to get caught up on too. Conan, but I heard that series is not good because no one seems to be buying that series. Star Wars, War the Bounty Hunter. Finding that they're having a Star Wars fucking event. That's the thing I never thought I'd hear. Star Wars, Stormbreakers, statues, which I will never understand. But some people can say the same about comic books, so I'm not judging, obviously. Like, if you like getting statues, that's awesome. But I just will never understand it. This I might get, because you only need 2 for the entire original Marvel year's What If series. Howard the Duck by Zdarsky, another one I might get. X-Men, although I think they have the full Howard the Duck Chip Zdarsky at the library. Jonathan Hickman, Volume 1. Let's get Volume 2 out, or just complete collection of Book 4, because I think that's of 4. Because there's only 2 omnibuses, and they're already almost done with the Fantastic Four series with Jonathan Hickman. So yeah, only 1 more for that, maybe 2, or no, not 2. I don't know. X-Men Mutant Massacre Omnibus, Captain America Lives Omnibus. That's Ed Brubaker. Pretty nice looking alternate cover. I actually like both covers. Sometimes I don't. Wolverine and the X-Men by Jason Aaron is getting a revamp, a new printing, collecting his run. I might get that. I need to give that a second chance. Because I really did like his Wolverine run from the Wolverine Goes to Hell, which technically is Volume 2. Volume 1 is out of print everywhere, even the complete collections, which don't even have their own Kindle edition. Warlock, New Mutants, both omnibuses? Sorry, I went too fast. I know New Mutants is probably their second one. I find that funny how the Demon Bear one that's collected in the first one doesn't have the X-Force issues. Yes. No, sorry, Gallery Edition for Warlock. New Mutants. Kind of all the same to me, because I'm not a huge New Mutants fan, nor am I a Warlock fan. Marvel Masterworks, The Invincible Iron Man. What color is that for Fantastic Four? Huh. I don't remember that cover from John Byrne's run. I think I've seen all the covers from his run. Dan Slott, Volume 2 hardcover, Volume 3 hardcover for Johnny Cates. That hasn't come out yet? That's funny. I thought it had. X-Men, Hellfire Gala. Everyone's hating on that one. That's another reason why I'm staying far away from current X-Men. Benjamin Percy, Wolverine. I like that I had a double dip for that, technically. Sword by Al Ewing. All the Heroes Reborn trades. The Jason Aaron run already? Sorry, I gotta look into this one. You're just gonna see my bed for right now. I guess so. Wow, 168 pages, $20. Jesus, Marvel, what are you doing now? What are you doing now? What's going on? I don't know what to say anymore. I think it's all the one-shots. So it might even be Shutterbug already. It's August. It's not that far from now. Long from now. Treasury edition, so it's much bigger than your normal trade, so you can jack off the price. Eternals, are those getting a revamp? Not a revamp, but no. Just that's just showing you that it's coming out. The new Eternals series. And so then it's the same thing with the new Alien Period. So that's what you're supposed to look at. You're supposed to look at that, I see now. Non-Stop Spider-Man Volume 1. Spider-Man, Spider Shadow trade paperback. Awesome. But, you know, I don't need that. I find that funny that they're just coming out with the new... Same month as the last issue is coming out, as the trade's coming out. They're basically begging us to buy the trades now, and not the floppies. Which, I wouldn't mind that happening. Chameleon Conspiracy, Nick Spencer, Volume 14. Jesus Christ, I've got to get caught up. I'm already so far behind. Miles Morales, Volume 5, The Clone Saga. Yep, they're doing that again. Mech Strike. I feel like Marvel loves the 90s now. Heroes Reborn. Clone Saga. Like, what's next? Actually, what is next? Age of Apocalypse, I think they did recently. Didn't they do that? I think so. Avengers Mech Strike. Iron Man Volume 2. Wow, only Volume 2. Huh. It's this current series. Volume 4 for King of Black. Not all, because every single book ties in. Not just Venom and Spider-Man, but Savage Avengers. Okay, he's in... Actually, that makes sense. That makes sense, because Venom is in Savage Avengers. But just say, I'm going off to King of Black, bye, and I haven't come back later on. Black Knight, and then they don't bring it up at all. Black Cat, Rainbow Rowell, Runaways, Come Away With Me. Whenever I hear Come Away With Me, I always think of the Adventure Time song. Daredevil, and I haven't had time stuck in my head. Daredevil by Chip Zdarsky, or I'm gonna get it stuck in my head, rather. Shi'ar Empire, Uncanny X-Men. The Shi'ar people have the stupidest costumes ever. Not ever, but just like, really stupid costumes. Crisis on Counter-Earth, I think this is Roy Thomas's run. I'm gonna puke him. Yep. Let's get past that before I actually do. I hate Roy Thomas's writing. Roy Thomas is probably the nicest person ever, but his writing is just so boring. That one, I gotta get caught up on. Oh, nice! Volume 1's in your new printing. And you got this one, too. I think they're gonna start going in order for Epic Collections. See, this is what I was talking about. Smaller size for that Strange Adventure series. Spider-Gwen, a deal with the devil. Oh no. Has not Maestro. Has One More Day flashbacks. This is stupid. This is it makes sense why they're doing it, but why not just do it softcover normal? Why digest? And then that's it. So yeah, hopefully, again, knock on wood. My hand feels so weird because I kept doing like this. So now it's like I'm trying to get it back to normal. It's like when you sleep on it, funny. You get on your arm, funny, and you get that weird feeling. But yeah, again, knock on wood. I hope the books come in pretty soon. Like this week, I want them coming in at the latest. If I could choose, it'd be Tuesday, but I would take Friday. Like the latest being Friday. Yeah, it's always free too, which is nice. I mean, yeah, it's a commercial saying, "Hey, this book's coming out. Give us your money." But almost all of them are good, but not a whole lot that I'm getting into. That I'd want to read, but more good things than crap. It's just the things that I'm getting, the things that I'm not interested in, for the most part, are just series that I'm not caught up on. That's it.